Yeah, oh 12, that was Candace. Calm with complexion, body like heaven, and she was a dancer. Capricorn or Aquarius, but she remind me of a Cancer. She called, I would answer. Late night phone session with the camera. She tryna make a movie on the plasma. She moving like a pro, no amateur. Sex drive, got stamina. She would ask, could I handle her? Then I'm a damager. You in need of a manager.
Hey Rose Pose and Rose Fellows, it is Candace Rose, and in today's Self-Care Saturday video, this has been a highly requested video. This video, I'm going to be talking about my cosmetic surgery experience, and I'm also going to tell you guys the truth about the cosmetic surgery. I'm gonna be telling y'all real, raw, uncut experience that I had that these celebrities, these famous YouTubers, and these Instagram models do not tell y'all. Like, I'm gonna keep it all the way 1,000 with y'all. I'm gonna be sharing my experience with the surgeon I went to, the surgery clinic that I went to, how it made me feel, and why I picked that doctor, how much the cost was, aftercare, and pre-op care before you go into your surgery. If you guys do not know who I am, I'm Candace Rose, the Candace Rose to be exact. For all my first timers, welcome to my channel, subscribe to my channel. And for all my ride or dies, my A1 day ones, thank y'all for rocking with me, riding with me. Y'all already know the vibes. Then I'm gonna just cut to the chase. So my surgery was April 9th of 2021, and it was with Dr. Oliver Chang at Spectrum Aesthetics in Miami, Florida. So why did I go with Dr. Chang? So I was actually going to have my surgery somewhere else with one of their competitors. It was one of my best friend's birthday, and we all went to Atlanta for her birthday, and I ended up meeting one of her really good friends, and I just vibed with her. Her energy was amazing. Her name is Rachel. Hey girl, if you're watching this video. And I was telling her, you know, I'm going to the competitor. I'm going to a competitor, and I'm going with this doctor. And she immediately said, no, don't go to them because they have a history of messing girls up or a lot of debts. She had her surgery already scheduled, and she was going with Dr. Chang, and I should check him out. So right when she told me about him, I followed them on Instagram, and I found him, and I was looking at his work, and his work was good. I'm not gonna lie, it was good. And not on the cosmetic surgery aspect, but on the more medical aspect, how he treats his patients, how he cares for his patients. And based off of what I saw, he only had one death, and I think that was maybe like 2008, and it wasn't really by the hands of him. I think it was by the patient not giving him all of her medical information before she had her surgery. He seemed like a really good doctor, and me being a frontline worker, being in the medical field, I felt like he will medically attend to my needs and my cosmetic needs. So I was rolling with Chang. So before I flew down there for my actual surgery and appointment, just my experience with like the coordinators, they gave me misinformation. It's a whole bunch of coordinators. I personally think that the coordinators were working from home. A lot of them, I mean, they spoke English, but they had like a Spanish accent. I get it. They have so many patients, and they're like booked all the way out, but I felt like it was just a little bit unorganized, and I feel like the coordinators need to be a little bit more educated, not only on the medical side, but they also need to be educated on how the surgery clinic is ran as a whole. Before my surgery, I did talk to the coordinator, and I asked her like, hey, I am a YouTuber, I'm a content creator, and I wanna vlog my experience. Would that be okay? And she said, oh yes, that's okay. She really was excited that I was a YouTuber, so she didn't have a problem with that, or she told me that it was okay to do that. The financial portion of the surgery. First of all, before I got there, I asked the coordinator, can I make payments prior to coming to Miami? She told me no. She told me no, I couldn't do that. But when I got to the actual surgery clinic, they told me that I could have done that. So they quoted me $1,000 more than what I was quoted by the coordinators. This is what I'm talking about, that they don't communicate with each other, and the coordinators are very misinformed, and they just act like they just don't know what's really going on. So it's always best to try to get in contact with a actual person that works at the clinic. For your pre-op, if you are a heavyset girl, I'ma be all the way honest with y'all. This is something that I should have done. If you are a heavyset girl and you think in that one round you gonna be snatched for the gods, think again unless you go out of the country. Even if you do go out of the country, like you just gonna be looking like, what's that meme with the gorilla? The waist is small, but the arms is big, the legs is big. Like you gonna be looking like that. My suggestion to you is to lose weight before your surgery. Don't just lose weight to bring your BMI down, because before your surgery, you have to have a certain BMI before you can get your surgery. If your BMI is too high, they're going to tell you to lose weight anyway. My BMI was right there. It was right at the cutoff, so I was able to get my surgery, but that still didn't mean nothing. I should have worked out and dropped at least 20 to 30 pounds before my surgery. And that's what I'm suggesting to y'all. If you are a heavy set girl, lose weight before your surgery. Not only is it going to make your BMI go all the way down, but your results is going to be even better. You're going to look even more snatched. You're going to look super toned and super cute if you work out before your surgery. And that was one of the biggest mistakes that I made. I just felt like I can just eat, and the surgeon is going to just suck it out of me anyway. And that is not what he did. And towards the end of this video, I'm going to give my opinion about that surgeon, okay? You want to start taking iron before your surgery, and this is the iron that I was taking. I was taking the Floridix. I was taking the liquid form, but they also have pills. And my one homegirl, she was saying that if you look on Amazon, they have iron patches. So you want to take iron to really get that blood nice and not thick, but you want to increase your blood. You want to increase your blood levels. Now with iron, it does make you really constipated. So I suggest to take, if you are constipated, then take a laxative for constipation, and then take a stool softener to make it more comfortable for you to go to the bathroom. Me personally, I never, from pre-op to post-op, I didn't have a problem with my bowels. I know like people that I was close to, they could not go to the bathroom for a week or more. Thank God I did not have that problem. I literally went to the bathroom the day after my surgery. Next important thing you want to do, you want to take some vitamin C, because you want to make your immune system really strong, because you got to take that COVID test, and that COVID test got to come back negative. So I think like the three most important things that you should take is iron, vitamin C, and the next thing is a blood builder. You got to get cleared for surgery first. So you got to get a physical, you have to get an EKG, and you have to get blood work. I was taking a blood builder and I was taking my iron, and it really helped with my lab results. And I feel like taking a blood builder, iron, and my vitamin C, it really made my blood test results come back perfect. Another thing that I did take, and this is optional, I took folate as well. And then you want to drink a ton of water. A ton of water. I know some of y'all don't like drinking water, and sometimes I know it may be hard for y'all to get a half a gallon or a gallon of water in, but what I was doing is, and what I'm still doing now to this day, I alternate between regular water and those little splash fruit flavored water. A lot of people don't like them fruit flavored water, but I happen to love them, so I'll alternate between the two. So I'll drink one bottle of regular water, and then one bottle of fruit flavored water, one bottle of regular water, one bottle of fruit flavored water, and I just keep going back and forth until I at least hit a half a gallon. So you want to drink a ton of water so you do not get constipated. And then last but not least, you want to stop smoking. I suggest stop smoking 60 days prior, but it depends on your surgeon and your doctor. Some people say 60 days, mine says 60 days, and other people say 30 days. So you want to stop smoking. I finally make it to Miami. I make it to the clinic. First of all, it was packed. It was so packed in there that there was really nowhere to sit. And the area, like, you have to go in through a parking garage, and then you have to check in at the parking garage, get your temperature taken, and then you head up the elevator. The second floor is like the actual intake. I'm sorry, y'all. That is called your pre-op appointment, and you do that 24 hours before your actual surgery. So you finish your payments, you get your blood pressure and vital signs taken, you do a urine test, and you also have to sign a stack of disclaimer paperwork. So it's not intake, it is pre-op. Emergency contact, where I'm going to be staying, who's going to be providing care for me, who's picking me up after the surgery, things of that nature. So this was the whole thing with the whole vlogging thing. So when I did finally get there, I asked the nurse, I told the nurse, I'm a YouTuber. Is it okay if I vlog my experience? She looked at me with this like confused look on her face, and she was like, no, you can't film here. So I'm like, okay, but a coordinator said that it was completely fine, but I guess not. So I'm like, okay, well, whatever. But I just think that it's super, super funny because maybe a few months later, after I got my surgery, one of the teen moms, I forgot what the girl's name was. I don't care for her too much. But she went to my doctor, she went to my surgery clinic, and the MTV crew and cameras, they was allowed to film her while she got her surgery and everything. And I kind of felt like that was just so disrespectful, because here it is, like, granted, I'm not a teen mom, I'm a small YouTuber, and I couldn't film, but a whole MTV crew can go and film this girl having her surgery, and it was all just for advertisement, just so that he can gain popularity and then he can jack up his prices for his procedures. And I just felt that turned me off. She looked at me like she didn't know what I was talking about, and I'm just like, you know what, girl, just forget it. Take my blood pressure so I can go. They was a little bit rude. Them second floor people, I ain't like them. I'm not gonna sit up here and lie to y'all. Like, that first day, I felt super discouraged. Like, it put me in a mindset of you being at an abortion clinic. I'm not gonna lie. The waiting area was super, super packed. They make you sign all this paperwork. They do all these tests on you. They were like super, like, unbothered. It's like they kind of didn't care. It was like they wanted to hurry up, get you in, get you out, and get off, basically. When she checked my blood pressure was sky high because my anxiety kicked in. I really wasn't feeling the aesthetic and the vibe of the environment that I was in. It did make my blood pressure go super high. So she did write me a script for some blood pressure medicine, and it was only 2 pills. Now, I'm not gonna lie, like, the nurse the day of my surgery was super sweet, and she did make me feel really, really comfortable. The surgeon he was nice, he was handsome, and he was very, very observant. It was one thing that I left off of my medical history paper, and it was the fact that I had scoliosis. Now, I've had scoliosis ever since I was like 5 to 7 years old. So it's kind of like I don't tell anybody about it because it really doesn't bother me or affect me that much. But when he came in after he took pictures, after they took before pictures of me, he walked in and he was like, "You got scoliosis, don't you?" And I'm like, "Yes, I do. I left that off of my paperwork." He was like, "That's okay. That's fine. We can still do the surgery." So, I mean, on that aspect, he was nice. The anesthesiologist was super, super nice. Now, the third floor people, all the people that, like, the receptionist, the surgeon, the nurse, all those people that were doing, like, the hard work, they were really nice. I can't take that away. But them second floor people, I ain't like them. Did notice that I did have scoliosis, and he basically based my surgery off of my scoliosis. I was a little bit disproportionate because how my spine was, so he just tried to balance me out as much as possible. Now he did tell me I'm gonna set the foundation, and it's up to you to lose the weight and have a healthier lifestyle. Don't gain no more weight. After my surgery, I was shivering. Like, I was shivering so bad. So I stayed in recovery for about an hour. The nurse, she helped me into the wheelchair and wheeled me outside, and my ride was there immediately. Like, she was right there when I got out of surgery, and I was so out of it. On the ride home, I was super, super nauseous. I don't know what it is about the environment in Miami, but if I'm not driving the car, if I'm in the car, I get so car sick. And after surgery, it made it 10 times worse. And then when I finally got to the house, I like belly flopped in the bed, and I felt so good. Like, it was so comfortable, y'all. Like my cousin, she had the bed already made. She had the chucks all over the bed. Like, it was such a comfortable experience. As soon as I got in the bed, like, I could not lay on my back because I couldn't lay on my butt, and I couldn't lay on my sides because he gave me hips. So I laid on my stomach, y'all. I felt so good, and I was starving because I had to stop eating at a certain time. So I was starving. So I had bought me 2 bags of those little vitamin C, little cough drop suppressant thingies. Y'all, I ate a whole bag of them in one sitting because I was so hungry. Post-op. Post-op was a lot more difficult than pre-op and the actual surgery itself. You have to really take care of yourself post-op. Post-op and the aftercare is the most important part of the surgery. I had to get medication. I had to take an antibiotic for 2 weeks. I was on the surgery group on Facebook, and a lot of them girls were saying, yeah, I only took it for 3 days and I stopped taking it. See, I'm in the medical field. If that bitch say take this antibiotic for 2 weeks, you take it for 2 weeks. Don't just stop because you got tired of taking them or because you felt like you were better. I don't know why these girls was not taking their medication as prescribed. So I had to take an antibiotic for 2 weeks. I had to take, what is it called? I had to take 2 or 3 shots of Clexan. It's like anti-clotting medicine. I had to take that, and then I was prescribed oxycodone from my primary care physician, and then Dr. Chang prescribed me with Tramadol. I took that. I was taking that, and I really only took those when I was getting my massages. Tell y'all something. If y'all think that these are nice, relaxing massages, they are not. They hurt so bad. Like, and they were supposed to be like hour massages, but most of the massages was like 40 minutes, 50 minutes. But y'all, these massages hurt so freaking bad because your muscles are sore, your skin is so tender from that aggressive lipo, and then you got all this fluid buildup. So the masseuse themselves, they're very gentle. They're not rough, but it's just that fluid that's just pouring out. I could not wait for them to be over, for the massages to be over. They hurt like hell. They hurt so bad, like I can feel it right now. I was taking my pain medication, and you know what? I had to stop taking it because I didn't want to get addicted or dependent on pain medication. Now, I was taking CBD. I'm going to show y'all what I was taking. These CBD gummies. And I was also smoking because after your surgery, I think you could smoke again. But I waited about 2 weeks before I started smoking these. And I was smoking these Shaboinks. Y'all, I got these off of a website called Bougie Blows. And the owner, her name is Brittany. Y'all, these things help me out so much. They help me out with my pain and my anxiety and my really honestly like depression so much that I did not have to take the pain medication anymore. These things are the best. Like Bougie Blows have the best gummies. They have the best CBDs that I've ever tasted. I'm not even gonna sit up here and lie to y'all. I highly, highly, highly recommend, if you guys do not want to take that pain medication, take y'all some CBD. Take y'all some CBD because it's really going to help you out so much. Can't even describe how much it helped me out. And then I would eat one of those CBD gummies and I would smoke me a shaboink. Y'all, oh my God, I felt so nice. I felt nice. So let me just go back and touch on these massages. Getting these drainage, these lymphatic drainage massages are so important. You want to have your massages already scheduled. Y'all, after my 5 complimentary massages, now I was in Miami for 20 days. After my 5 complimentary massages, I did not have any more massages until I want to say that last week of me being in Miami, because I couldn't find nobody. I couldn't find nobody that would actually come to the house to come give me these massages. I posted on my Insta story like, is there anywhere I could get a good lymphatic drainage massage in Miami? And my homegirl DM'd me and she told me about her people that live in Miami that travels to your house that will do lymphatic drainage massages. And that last week, that's when she came and gave me my massages. But that whole time after them first 5, I did not have any any massages, and I was very uncomfortable. You want to have these massages already scheduled and figured out either before you get to Miami or wherever you going, or immediately after surgery. Let's talk about the price. That's probably what y'all wanted to know. I got lipo 360. I got lipo, I want to say in 9 to 11 areas. And then I got the fat transfer in my hips and in my butt. And all together it was $6,500, and within that package I got 5 complimentary lymphatic drainage massages. Now this was last year. The massages were complimentary. It was included in my package. It was included in my price. Now that it is a new year, things have changed. They do not include those massages anymore. And basically you got to find your own masseuse right after surgery. But those 5 complimentary massages, y'all, they helped so freaking much. Like, they really, really helped. Even though the surgery itself was $6,500, you're going to be paying, I want to say, have a extra, I would suggest taking an extra $2,000 if you're going to stay in a recovery house or in a hotel. And then you also have to factor in your fajas, your medication, your food, and your massages. So you want to take all of that into consideration. You need money for transportation. By the grace of God, I did not have to stay in a recovery house. I did not have to stay in a hotel because I had family that lived in Miami, and she lived about 22 to 25 minutes away from the surgery clinic. So I just stayed at her house for a whole month, and I felt like that really helped me a lot because I was comfortable there. Like majority of the time I just walked around with my faja on. I didn't have nothing on. I ain't had no bra on. I ain't had no underwear on. I just had on my faja, and that was it. Like, I laid around, I lounged around. I did get up and walk. I ate and I drank a lot of water and things like that, but I was able to be super, super comfortable there. She did help me out a lot. My little cousin helped me out a lot, and that was one big expense that I did not have to worry about. So y'all already know what's up. When y'all see the change of the lighting, y'all already know that I had to switch phones. Yeah, so let's talk about the emotional part of surgery. It's already emotionally straining before your surgery, but y'all, mentally, I was not prepared for the emotional. It just hurts so bad, and now my body is healing so fast that the fluid ain't coming out fast enough. So now it's kind of like turning into scar tissue.
And I know the scar tissue can be like removed, but they can only be removed with like massages, constant massages, and I can't find nobody in Columbus that can do that. I'm exhausted. I'm so exhausted. Not only do you have to be financially prepared, but mentally you have to be prepared for something like this. My body is just healing so fast, and the fluid ain't coming out fast enough, and I'm developing scar tissue now. I don't know, it's rough. It's just about my health and me getting what I need in order to bounce back.
I just felt like the pain was not ever going to end. And then the fact that I had to lay on my stomach for 8 weeks, 6 to 8 weeks, was extremely painful. My arms were so tired and they were so weak from having to push my body up off of the bed, and I couldn't even sit down. Like I had to like use my BBL pillow to kneel down. You know, you have to be in the house for months. Like if you want to have a good recovery, you're in the house for months. You're not leaving the house. You don't really see people. People really rarely come visit you. So if you're recovering by yourself, then it is depressing. A lot of you ignorant guys and a lot of you hating assholes, y'all think that it is so easy to just go stretch out on the table, on the operating table, get a BBL, get lipo, and then we back like that. No, it's painful. You don't see nobody. You don't, like, a lot of times people don't even check up on you because they feel like, shoot, you just all you had was a BBL. It ain't like you had open heart surgery, so no one really checks up on you. It's depressing, and I did not know that I was going to be depressed after this surgery, but I definitely was. So that just leads into my last topic, and that was my surgeon at hand. Now, I feel like he is a good surgeon. He's really good and he knows all his stuff. But ladies, if you are thick, if you are like, if you got a body already before surgery, he was not the surgeon for me to go to. I shouldn't have never went to him for my surgery. He did not understand the assignment. I get it. He was only supposed to, he was setting the foundation, and in the States, they can only take out so many cc's of fat and transfer it. I get all of that. I get it. But it does not even look like I was touched. He is really good for people who are already skinny, who are getting skinny BBLs, or a naturally like skinny medium framed girl who don't have no butt, because he is the peach king. Like, he gave me a butt. My butt looked nice. Even though I already had a butt and my butt sit up high, I did not want my butt higher than what it is. He gave me a shelf and I wanted more of a slope. But I mean, it is what it is. Like, that was the least of my worries. And he did give me hips too, because I am not satisfied with my results. I am definitely considering on getting around two. I did find a surgeon that I plan on going to, and I really wish that I found him before I got my surgery, because if I would have found him before I went to Chang, I would have definitely went to him first. But I'm not going to reveal the surgeon yet until it's set in stone, until I make a concrete decision. But until then, I'm just going to work out and I'm going to exercise, because my 1 year anniversary has not come around yet. So I'm just going to really diet and exercise. But one thing that I can say is I have been working out since the end of December. And like I said before, I was at my original weight before I even started keto at 217 pounds, and I got down to 205 pounds, and here it is in February. So my weight is not really going down that much. I'm really not losing much weight. So I don't know. I'm probably going to go get my thyroid checked to see if everything is how it should be. But I'm definitely, as of right now, I am going to be going to get around 2. But this time I'm not getting a BBL. I'm just going to get 360 lipo and that's it. And I'm going to have the surgeon snatch me to the gods. Now, I definitely did extensive research on him and he's bomb. Super bomb, and I really think that he fits my body type because I've been seeing girls that are shaped just like me, if not bigger, and he's been snatching them. So I'm definitely going to him, and when I make a concrete decision, and once I get my finances and everything up, then I will reveal to y'all the surgeon, because Chang was not it for me. All right, you guys, so that is it. That is the end of this video. If you guys have any questions, just leave them down in the comment section below. If I was all over the place or if y'all became a little bit confused, just leave your questions and your comments in the comments below. And let me tell y'all something. Y'all better tread very lightly when y'all comment on my channel. My channel does not dwell negativity, disrespect, or being ignorant. If y'all comment some ignorant shit in this comment section, y'all will be blocked. We not here to judge. So this is for all my trolls because I got time today. I got time to go through every single comment and block accordingly. So I don't play about my channel. I don't play about my rose petals or my rose fellows. If you come on some disrespectful shit, you will be blocked. So tread lightly in my comments. All right, rose petals and rose fellows, thank y'all so much for tuning in for my self-care Saturday video. I'm actually shooting this on Saturday, so I'm going to try to hurry up and edit this and publish it before Sunday. And one thing I want to say to y'all too, I did not get cosmetic surgery for a man or for anybody. I got cosmetic surgery for myself. I got it strictly for myself. So ladies, if y'all want to get cosmetic surgery, please do your research and don't let nobody talk y'all out of it. If y'all feel like it's going to boost up your confidence, it's going to make you feel better, get it. Do what makes you feel good. Just make sure you do your research and make sure you take care of yourself before and after your surgery, and make sure you are honest on all the forms that you fill out. So yes, you guys, that is the end of this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys in my next one.